The Ministry of Women, Children and Social Welfare is collaborating with the private sector to promote large scale of vegetable production to limit the volume of importation for domestic consumption. The Minister of Information and Infrastructure announced during the first weekly ministerial press conference on Friday that government has offered to purchase what farmers have produced so far. More detail in this report by our Makalo.
The government of the Gambia has announced commitment to vibrate the horticultural sector to graduate from dependence on imported vegetable for the meat in the Gambia in all markets. The Ministry of Women, Children and Social Welfare had recently engaged onion growers across the country from who they bought garden produce amounting to 750 bags as a start. The Minister of Information and Communication Infrastructure, Ibrahim Silla, disclosed that this move has prompted the beginning of a collaboration with the private sector and the Ministry of Trade to facilitate the purchase of all locally grown onion.
Efforts have now begun to form the women producers into cooperatives to ensure that there are enough locally produced onions in the country that will be bought directly by the private sector.
He was speaking during the first weekly ministerial press conference held on Friday at the State Broadcasting Building in Kanifing. Once the process kickstart, priority will be given to the sale of fresh and homegrown garden produce over the regular imported ones.
In order to ensure sustainability of this initiative, government will from now on place a moratorium on the importation of onions into the country when the locally produced ones are being harvested.
The horticultural subsector is estimated to make up to 65% of the agricultural labor force, providing employment for 42% of the total working population of the Gambia. It is observed in the country's National Development Plan that agriculture has not significantly contributed to poverty reduction, as 91% of the rural poor being smallholders is categorized by rain-feed subsistence farming. For iAfrica TV News, Awa Makalo.